What makes a Pokemon generation good? My name is RayquazaPlaza and welcome back to my channel. Now I have been gone for a very long time due to school and other stuff that I had to work on. But anyways, I'm back and I am done with school, and I also got a new internet connection, so I will be able to upload with like 100 megabits down and up, so it will be quite awesome to upload some videos right now. So today I want to actually answer one question that I've been thinking about, like what makes a good Pokemon generation. Now of course there's going to be a lot of different factors that's going to play come into play into this, but I'm going to go over the biggest ones in this video, so sit back and hit that like button and enjoy. So let's start with the first one, and this one is quite obvious: the Pokemon themselves. These very unique creatures will determine how you perceive an entire generation. Think about it from a new player's perspective. They pop in their game cartridge, turn on their DS, and begin their very first Pokemon adventure. And within 10 minutes or so, they are being presented to the starter Pokemons. If the player manages to find a starter that really fits his or her style, then the entire game is going to feel better. I personally found Torchic from Generation 3 to be amazing, but not everyone is going to find, Torchic amazing, of course. The Pokemon that you discover along the way are also very important to the generation, and if the design feels uninspired, it will have an impact on the player. For example, Generation 5 often gets criticized, mostly because of the Pokemon that were in the Unova region. Many people weren't satisfied with the designs, and it clearly showed. Let's keep on going with number 2, the region. The region is a very important thing to consider when talking about a good Pokemon generation. The region is important because it's where you spend your time and you want it to be memorable and beautiful. It should also give room for a lot of exploration outside of the main game. Variety is also key. You don't want a region where everything looks the same. For example, I think Hoenn did an amazing job at being a good region. Hoenn had beautiful landscapes and great mystery behind it. Let me give you some examples. Hoenn gave you these 3 mysterious places where you could catch legendary Pokemon, but in order to do so, you had to meet special requirements. The third thing that makes a Pokemon generation good is the post-game. Believe it or not, but a lot of people who play these games remembers what you do after the main story the most. And if a generation has a good post-game, it can totally change your opinion on the entire generation. For example, X and Y were decent Pokemon games. Sure, they were quite easy and so on, but they were not bad. However, the post-game was really lacking. You could only have access to a small area in which you could explore a tiny safari and battle in a battle facility. This made me rethink Generation 6. Another huge deal breaker is definitely how the game looks. People have always been torn when it comes to the Pokemon graphics. Some people prefer the old titles' more classic look and feel, and some people prefer the new ones. This is huge because, well, if you don't like the art style and the visuals, it's going to be pretty darn difficult to play a certain game. And now the biggest factor for a ton of people: when you started playing Pokemon. This changes everything, and let me explain. If you started playing this wonderful franchise back in the Red and Blue days, chances are that you will enjoy those games a lot more. And it's not because the first generation is superior in any way. It's actually pretty weak from a technical and competitive standpoint. The new generation of kids will have an easier time swallowing the new games such as X and Y and so on because, well, they didn't play the old games and they weren't born yet. I guess what I'm trying to say is that nostalgia is a very dangerous thing. I try my best to look at games from a neutral perspective, but it's not possible. It's just that sometimes you have to take a step back and look at your most beloved game and see the game for what it really is. Nostalgia truly is the biggest factor here. I want to thank you guys for sticking around, and if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button and subscribe. I will be making more of these kinds of videos. They're pretty fun to make, just, not too long, not too short, and the editing process is pretty streamlined actually. I've actually got my editing software and the mic to work, together for once. And with the new internet connection, it's going to be awesome. So I'm looking forward to more videos in the future. So take care and have a great day. My name is RayquazaPlaza and I'm signing out.